stuff up here so I don't forget I left it up here. As Bill said, a lot of as a second lieutenant, and I went off in the wild blue yonder. You know, of course, I joined to see the world, and right away I got to go to Biloxi, Mississippi, and Grand Forks, North Dakota, where I prevented nuclear war, and you're welcome. My last assignment was here in Cincinnati. Nobody knows we have an Air Force group here in Cincinnati, but I was a recruiting officer for the ROTC program at the University of Cincinnati, so I helped bring the next generation of young officers into the Air Force. 2 days after I moved here, I met my husband, and history was changed. After I got married and had my children, I went to UC Law School, and I've been practicing law for 10 years. I opened my own firm, Webb and Pillich, in 2005, and now I'm running for office. People don't think about the state legislature, and it's really an important body because we write the laws in Ohio. We decide the spending priorities in Ohio, and we perform a crucial function in Ohio government. Now, I've never I've run once before. I did not get elected in 2006. I've never held public office, but I've always been a public servant. And I can tell you a little bit about my background first. I was raised in a working class neighborhood. My dad worked at the steel plant until he put himself through college. My mom stayed home with us kids. I was the youngest of 5. And after all 5 of us were on the ground, she went back and got her degree in teaching. I went to public schools, graduated with honors. To go to college, I obtained an Air Force ROTC 4-year scholarship. I also worked part-time and got some student loans and worked my way through. When I graduated, I got my commission. And I think these life experiences that I've had really make me uniquely qualified and very well suited for service in the legislature. Certainly as a veteran, I understand service and sacrifice and duty. The Air Force taught me how to lead people and manage resources efficiently. Also taught me to get a job done under very trying circumstances. My legal education helps me understand how the law can help people and how the law can hurt people. And I know that when a law is written, it has to be written so that people can understand it, the judges can interpret it, and other laws do not conflict with it. In fact, that's one of my things that I really want to work on. There's a lot of legislation that's drafted, and it's drafted poorly. Sometimes it's so poor that it absolutely does nothing. And sometimes it's so poor that it has to be amended, or the judges just don't know what to do with it. And they just hope that we get some lawyers that can work on these things in the legislature. I do have a small business. It's my law firm. We have 8 employees. And I'm very proud to have created that with my own 2 hands and my brain. But every day I face the issues all the small business owners face. How to deal with health insurance, how to deal with family leave issues, how to handle payroll taxes and get those paid on time. And as a mom of 2 great kids, I know how difficult it is to make them come out right when the world doesn't make that very easy. And I'm very proud that the Ohio police and firefighters have endorsed me for my commitment to public safety, and that the Ohio Federation of Teachers and Ohio Education Association endorsed me for my commitment to education. Now, I have some things that I want to work on. 5 minutes is a long time, so this is supposed to be a 5-minute speech. That's why I keep going on. But I do have some things I want to work on. Certainly our economy has got to be number 1. And, well, it's number 2 in my book, but I'll tell you what's number 1 after this. And I think the legislature has really had the priorities set improperly. Are we going to answer questions too? Okay. And I don't want to get into all my details, but I have some very specific proposals for what we can do to help turn our economy around. I'm very pleased that Governor Strickland has made some changes and has produced his strategic plan, which I've reviewed, and I'm glad it mirrors my own plan of making sure we have a stable, educated workforce, accessible and reliable infrastructure, and a nice place to live. And that's how we're going to attract businesses in the 21st century. And we're going to use Ohio's history of being a manufacturing powerhouse and seize that to go into the economic industries of the 21st century. My real number 1 priority is going to be working on veterans issues, because I'm a veteran, and it's just very important to me.